Hello again. I expect that most viewers are familiar with the expression gaslighting. It was coined to describe the psychological manipulation carried out by an unscrupulous person in order to persuade somebody that their memory is at fault, or that they might actually be losing their mind, that their perception of reality is in some way flawed. This awful technique is most commonly practiced upon women by men, and the expression is derived from the 1944 film Gaslight, in which a man attempts to drive his wife mad by playing tricks upon her. A version of this game is currently being played upon the entire British nation, with, as it has to be said, enormous success. The game is simplicity itself. Many people in Britain over the age of 40 are convinced that their country has changed radically in recent decades, and that whereas at one time Britain was an ethnically homogenous country with only white people living in it, things are now very different. Of course, there have always been tiny numbers of Chinese people, Africans and Indians here, chiefly in the capital or port cities like Liverpool or Cardiff, but these numbers are negligible. These older people claim to remember a time when they did not see a single black person or Indian when they were growing up, and that the schools they attended were 100% white. To persuade these people that they are mistaken and that their memory of the past is false, an industry has grown up which produces fake history and promotes it in schools and museums and increasingly in the mass media. So it is that we are told that our memory is unreliable and that there have always been lots of black people in this country. Our idea that we grew up in a completely white country must be a false memory. We're suffering from a delusion. Stone Age people were all black. There were black Roman people living here in Roman times, black people in Tudor Britain, many black people during the Regency period in Victorian England, and so on. Dramas and films are produced which shows Britain's past with loads of black people everywhere. All those memories which older people have of this homogeneous nation are quite wrong. This country has always been multicultural. The only word for this is gaslighting, because the aim is to try and make us doubt our own memories and question what we believe to be objective reality. I know people my own age who have actually fallen for this and go along with the new and improved version of history because they are Guardian readers and left-wing types, and they feel embarrassed to stick with the memories they have. They don't wish to be a minority of one, and so start accepting that they were mistaken about the past. These people are victims of gaslighting. I do not propose to speculate here as to the reason for all this. I simply assert without the shadow of a doubt that this is what is going on, and that within 20 years or so the process will be complete, and Britain's objective history will have been replaced by a carefully crafted system of falsehoods and half-truths.